hopping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah, drip.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
By the Packers.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Number 28, A.J.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Davante Adams, 28 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Score, Packers 7, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bridgewater now on second down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Samuel.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So now the Panthers making the decision. They're going to go for 2. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 45.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. A second down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Cornelius St. Brown.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The tackle by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. There's Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Eluding the pressure right. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
42 the mic, 42 the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Is good.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
At the 25-yard line, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Equanimeous St. Brown.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
15.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Packers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On the delay, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Made by Kevin.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 13. Check 13.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll throw from the gun. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Touchdown, Packers!
Complete to
Equanimous St. Brown, 51 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Christian McCaffrey,
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good.
He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Darnell Savage.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
At the 22.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Packers' 13-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
Rodgers pass.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Packer 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Mark.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 54's mark. 54's mark. 30.
Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Bridgewater now from the 50. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Bridgewater. Roberts has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. The quick slant caught. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Prime. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.